Imagine this, you're running a business and you've just typed in loft conversion Mayfair into Google. You've seen your competitor's website at the top, getting all the clicks, all the calls, and all the sales, and you're left wondering, why not me? What magic did they use to get there?
Well, it's not magic, it's SEO. And today we're going to demystify that process. We're going to take a single keyword on a journey. From the moment it's just an idea to the point it ranks on the first page of search results like Google.
If you've ever felt like SEO is a black box or wondered what really goes into getting onto page one, this episode is for you. Let's break down the steps, reveal the strategy, and show you how to turn a simple keyword into a powerful traffic magnet.
Hello and welcome back to the Marketing Podcast for Local Businesses, the place where small business owners turn dreams into reality through smart marketing. My name is Adam. I run websitesdesigners.london. We are an online marketing agency which is ranked in the top 1% in the UK and London, helping businesses generate tens of millions of pounds.
And my name's Josh. I'm the founder of ImproveMySearchRanking.com, a specialist SEO agency based in London. We've helped more than 400 businesses generate over £200 million in sales.
Amazing. So I'm really excited about this episode because I know, Josh, you're going to take us through a great process, and I know you've built up this knowledge over years, and you're going to share this with our audience. So, the lucky audience, let's go straight into it. So, look, really keen to just talk through the outline, the kind of the various steps. So, step one being choosing the right target keyword, and then obviously tracking. So, you mentioned that famous phrase about measuring. I can't remember what that was. Was it
what gets managed? What gets measured?
Yeah, I think what gets measured gets managed.
That's
That's it. So step two is setting up that keyword to be able to measure it and therefore manage it. And then step three is all about creating and optimizing the website page in which your corresponding keyword is you're trying to rank for. Sorry, the keyword that you're trying to rank for. And then step four is strengthening that page with links, because we all know backlinks help. And then the final two steps are about publishing and sharing the page, and then monitoring and adjusting accordingly. So with no further ado, Josh, take us through how we choose the right keyword.
Yeah, so the first step in the journey of keyword is selecting the right one for your local business. So we need to think about what your business goals are, your target audience, and your location. I need to take each of these things into consideration when picking your keyword. So in this podcast, we're just going to pick one keyword. We're going to work our way through the process from start to finish. But here's just a few things you should think about when picking your target keywords. So first and foremost, think about each and every single service and sub-service and variation of that service or products that you offer. Think about which of those are most profitable, which of those do you want to promote more than others, which locations do you service, which locations maybe have the best, highest paying customers, what kind of sectors or niches do you target as well. And firstly, what I'd say is just you want to kind of brainstorm all of those thoughts around your business, put them into a long list. And in this example, we're going to think about a loft conversion company based in London. And in this example, we're talking about the area of Mayfair in West London. So, yeah, first and foremost, as I said, think about all the services you offer, all the locations you service, which areas are most popular, etc., etc. If you're a home improvement business, you might offer things other than loft conversions like extensions or garden rooms or basements. But in this example, we're going to be looking at loft conversions. So once you've decided on which service you're going to work on, then you need to think about every type of variation of that keyword and what you might type into Google or what your customer might type in. So think get in your customer's shoes, so to speak, and think about what they would type into Google. So if you're a loft conversion company, they might if they're looking for a loft conversion, they might type loft conversion company Mayfair, attic conversion Mayfair, loft builders, loft specialists, loft conversions, loft contractors, all these different variations. You're going to come up with as long as list as possible with all the variations of your potential keyword. Then you're going to chuck those into a free tool called the Google Keyword Planner. You can also use Ubersuggest or some paid software like SEMrush or Ahrefs. You chuck all those keyword ideas you've come up with, and it's then going to basically show you which of those keywords is most popular, has the most search volume, and we're, in this example, going to pick the keyword with the most demand.
Agreed. A couple of questions. So, keyword of the most demand might be also the keyword that is most competitive and difficult to rank for, right? So, how do you pick the happy medium?
Yeah, so it's a tricky one. So you need to think about how established your business is and how established are your competitors, and depends on what industry you're in. So when it comes to a local service business like a loft conversion business or a carpet cleaner or any kind of local service business where you're not coming up against multinational corporations, 90% of the time the keyword of the highest demand will be fine for you to target. So in this, if you're a local service business, I wouldn't worry too much about the competition at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let's take SEO in London. Would you then go more granular and say sub-district of London?
With SEO, yes, because obviously everybody doing SEO is clued up on it, and it's going to be more competitive, and you probably want to be a bit more granular. But with like a loft conversion company or a carpet cleaner or a gardener, or a plumber, a builder of any sorts, a local coffee shop, in those cases, I feel like you don't need to worry too much about competition.
Okay, so a baker, would you? So you've gone Mayfair, which is a part of London. Would you always go down to the town or the city that it's in within London, the district within London, or so let's say we had a baker in Essex. Would you then say, okay, Brentwood in Essex, therefore we target Brentwood, or would you then say you can do both?
Yes, it depends on where you're based. So if you're based in Mayfair is near Fulham, it's near Chelsea, it's near Kensington. It's, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes away from each of those locations. So if you have a physical location that people need to travel to, I think it's fine to target keywords in the local vicinity, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes away. But if you were targeting the whole of London, such a bigger area, people aren't going to travel from northwest London or northeast London to southwest London for a coffee. So
unless you're me, and
yeah.
No, I hear you. Very, very fair point. So for kind of the step 2, you mentioned about brainstorming those keyword variations. Now you said think about all the variations your customer might type in there. So a couple of points. I guess nowadays we should always, I kind of cognizant always of search GPT, i.e. that's a term given to the likes of ChatGPT and in Google's variation. Keep forgetting what it's called. Gemini. So would you also think about that maybe as well? So, which I believe are longer tail keywords, so and more kind of sentences. So, or I guess they're both interlinked as well. And I know we don't know exactly how Search GPT finds and chooses which businesses to promote as top places. But I guess a 2-part question: would you also target search sentences as well, so actual questions, or is it only keywords? So, for example, just to kind of explain that, would you say, if we're taking loft conversion Mayfair, the best loft conversions in loft conversion companies in Mayfair, or who are the best loft conversion companies in Mayfair?
Yes, so you I guess we might comment this on a later point, maybe when we're talking about content on the page, but that's important. So you can think about maybe FAQs, what are the most frequently answered or asked questions for this type of service. So it might be, how much does a loft conversion in Mayfair cost? What are the different types of loft conversions? How do I get planning permission for my loft conversion in Mayfair? And all these different variations. And it's worth looking at the keyword demand for those as well. There probably won't be much because they're so long tail, they're so very specific. There'll be much more searches for loft conversion Mayfair versus how to get planning permission for loft in Mayfair.
Agreed.
But still, yes, worth thinking about those. And I suppose you could brainstorm these ideas, but you could also go to ChatGPT and say, what would my ideal customer search for? And that'll give you another list of ideas and FAQs you could include.
Amazing. And last question on the brainstorming key variations. How do you come up with that list? Is it pre-ChatGPT? Is it a matter of common sense approach? What would a customer type in? Keyword planner. What generally today? What do you guys use if you get a new customer?
It's, first and foremost, it's just about brainstorming the ideas without any software. It's just using common sense, having a conversation with the business, understanding what they need, and kind of putting yourself in the customer's shoes, and then taking those keywords, putting them into the keyword planner, and then getting ideas from there and building it from that stage.
Okay, so it's quite a manual process, and especially when you're courting new business, you would typically brainstorm those ideas, each individual one, then would you have to type them into keyword planner, look at the search traffic and search difficulty as well?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So what we would, I mean, in my opinion, this is actually the most important part of any SEO campaign, is making sure you have the right keywords that you're targeting in the instance. Otherwise, if you go down the wrong keyword route, then you're not going to actually generate any sales for your business. So the keywords we're kind of speaking about at the moment are also very transactional in their intention. So it's not how to do a loft conversion, it's loft conversion company Mayfair. So yeah, what we do is we take all those keyword ideas one by one, plug them into the software, see how much search demand they have, and work out if they're a good fit for that business.
Understood. So okay, so we've talked about choosing the right keyword here in step 1, and now we've got 6 sections to go through. Cognizant, we're already 12 minutes in. So just to recap here, define what your business focus is. So what service is the most profitable, and location as well, and the variation of those keywords as well. When you come to brainstorming those keyword variations, this is the most important step, as Josh mentioned. Otherwise, you're just going to be spending a lot of time with the next 5 steps on keywords that may not get you the traffic you want or the ideal business and conversions and leads you want. So this is the most important step. Make sure you look and use those researching tools like Google Keyword Planner, which is free, or the paid version, SEMrush, Ahrefs. We'll put all those links and how you spell those particular words in the description as well. If you have any questions on those, feel free to reach out. But all we're doing is, for example, taking Loft Conversions Company Mayfair, popping it into Google Keyword Planner. And once you've done that, it should tell you how many people on a monthly basis search for that particular keyword. Pop it into a document, maybe an Excel file, and then you can just sort all of your keywords from highest to lowest. I believe that's what you do with your clients. Highest to lowest, okay, and then you rank number 1. Okay, so Loft Conversion Company Mayfair has more traffic than Attic Conversion Mayfair, therefore I will spend more time, or maybe target Loft Conversion Company Mayfair first before I move on to the next one. And not to worry about difficulty, we said. If you are a local business, don't worry about that unless you are in the SEO business yourself or website designer business yourself. Maybe that's when you consider the difficulty of those particular keywords, because a lot of people will be targeting those same keywords. But you don't have to worry about that. Just look at which keywords have the biggest traffic, and would you say minimum 3 keywords or 2 keywords? Location and particular service.
Yeah, so you want to have the service, particular, and the location, as in one phrase would be the keyword.
Okay, so if you're a baker in Essex, maybe but in Brentwood, maybe you start off with baker, cake baker, Brentwood, and then maybe also have cake baker in Essex as you go on. But would you start a bit more
granular. So with each variation, so you could, if you're a baker or using a loft conversion company again, so you could have loft. One keyword might be loft conversion company Mayfair. A second might be loft conversion company Fulham. Another might be the same in Chelsea, etc., etc. So those are all separate keywords, and each of those separate keywords need their own separate landing page on the website, which we're going to be speaking about shortly too.
Amazing. I'm excited for that. Perfect. Look, in the next episode, we'll be talking about setting up a keyword tracker, which is all about optimizing and looking at the performance of each of those keywords. But I won't spoil the fun there. Please join us for our next episode on the journey of a keyword. We hope you have enjoyed this episode. My name has been Adam.
And I'm Josh.
Speak to you on the next episode.